Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's latest edition. 16 February 2025 featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more.
Mexico's president targets U.S. gunmakers if cartels are classified as terrorist organizations. 3 weeks prior, a U.S. appeals court reinstates Mexico's $10 billion lawsuit against these gunmakers. Vance urges Europeans to cease excluding parties labeled as extreme, and VP Vance criticizes Europe's mass migration policies in Munich the day following a terror attack. In the U.S., California Tesla owners are reportedly receiving threats to sell their vehicles or face vandalism. Hedge fund startup that replaced analysts with AI outperforms the market. OpenAI is considering a grown-up mode to make ChatGPT less overly agreeable. Meta joins the AI humanoid competition by establishing a new robotics division to rival Tesla and Figure AI.
Princeton neuroscientists have unraveled the mechanism behind decision-making. Birds have independently evolved sophisticated brains compared to mammals. Men place a higher significance on romantic relationships than women do.
China plans to create gene editing tools and new crop varieties as part of its biotechnology initiative. A study suggests that consuming food from plastic takeout containers may elevate the risk of heart failure. Artificial intelligence has been employed to design a multi-step enzyme capable of digesting certain types of plastic.
$260 foreigners, who were held in virtual slavery within Myanmar's online scam centers, are in the process of being repatriated to their respective countries. Meanwhile, Russian hackers are launching attacks on Microsoft 365 accounts by employing device code phishing techniques. In Argentina, Javier Milei has distanced himself from the Libra memecoin following a significant 90% decline in its value, stating, "Not aware of the details." Additionally, Argentina's opposition party is considering initiating an impeachment trial against Milei after he publicly promoted the crypto coin.
Brazil to host next BRICS summit in Rio de Janeiro in July. She to chair symposium attended by Jack Ma and other Chinese business leaders, sources say. Trump says auto tariffs coming April 2nd, and Trump promises to treat VAT systems like Europe's like a tariff.
China's top diplomat states that the country will continue to engage with the U.S. until the end. China urges all parties involved in the Ukraine conflict to participate in the peace process. President Zelensky advocates for the formation of a European army, while cautioning that Russia is not preparing for dialogue. The Trump team plans to initiate Russia-Ukraine peace negotiations in Saudi Arabia.
Ukraine declines Trump's initial demand for half of its mineral resources. Macron convenes an urgent European summit regarding Trump, with a Polish minister confirming and Starmer is set to participate in Macron's European Crisis Summit, focused on Trump's Ukraine strategy. Meanwhile, a U.S. envoy states that Europe will not be involved in Ukraine's peace negotiations. After an assault on the opposition, Zelensky essentially initiates the election season. 2 weeks prior, Reuters reported that the U.S. desires Ukraine to conduct elections subsequent to a ceasefire, according to Trump's envoy. Parental divorce during childhood is linked to a 61% increased risk of stroke in older adults. In Argentina, Bullrich stated that permits for marijuana cultivation will be canceled. 5 years prior, Argentina permitted the home cultivation of medicinal marijuana. An unforeseen anomaly has been discovered in the Pacific Ocean, potentially serving as a global time marker.
Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renee Zellweger had a brief encounter before the filming of Bridget Jones concluded. Renee Zellweger, along with Hugh Grant and Emma Thompson to reprise role in Bridget Jones, mad about the boy. Chiwetel Ejiofor and Leo Woodall are also confirmed to join the cast. The Trump administration plans to withdraw $20 billion in funding from climate projects. The Chiltern Firehouse, a popular celebrity venue, has been indefinitely closed following a significant fire that devastated the London hotel.
Trump officials reportedly dismissed nuclear staff without understanding their role in managing the nation's weapons stockpile, according to sources from 1 day ago. Comprehensive layoffs at the U.S. Energy Department affected offices responsible for loans and nuclear security, as mentioned by sources. Additionally, Trump has framed his 2023 mugshot and displayed it outside the Oval Office, accompanied by the statement, "He who saves his country does not violate any law," to assert that his actions are not unconstitutional. Furthermore, Trump has reversed measures related to the CFPB, USAID, and the Department of Education, while a judge has mandated the temporary reinstatement of foreign aid funding by the Trump administration.
The Goonies 2 is currently being developed, with Steven Spielberg and Chris Columbus as producers. The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power has been officially confirmed for a third season. A long-lost silent film concerning Abraham Lincoln has been found at the Greenport Film Archive.
XRP and Dogecoin ETFs have overcome the first obstacle, with the SEC recognizing grayscale submissions. GameStop shares are rising as the company explores crypto investments, according to CNBC. Bloomberg indicates that U.S. Bitcoin miners are facing challenges due to a Chinese supplier under investigation.
Intel introduces a daring modular laptop design emphasizing the right to repair. The well-known 3D Benchy model becomes available in the public domain. Instagram experiments with a dislike button feature for comments.
Tata Group unit transmits 80% of worldwide sporting events. Tom Sachs reveals September launch for Nike Mars Yard 3.0. Astrobot, Indiana Jones and Helldivers 2 are the top nominees for the 2025 DICE Awards.
Buy now, pay later installment payments increase retail spending, study finds. Zelle payments top $1 trillion in 2024 as network's growth outpaces rivals including PayPal. Optimism motivates people to save for future despite present challenges, study suggests.
Referring to solitary time as me time enhances positive emotions and alters perceptions positively, whereas calling it isolation does not. Wired notes, the loneliness epidemic is a security crisis. 16 months prior, WHO identifies loneliness as a health risk. In the UK, a brain implant that potentially elevates mood using ultrasound is undergoing an NHS trial. Amazon faces allegations from Italy of avoiding €1.2 billion in VAT payments. The Wall Street Journal indicates that Broadcom and TSMC are contemplating potential Intel deals that could result in the division of the renowned chip manufacturer. The New York Times notes that with assistance from Trump, Intel might transfer control of its chip plants to TSMC. Additionally, TSMC is considering operating Intel's U.S. factories following a request from the Trump team. Igloo has issued a recall for over 1 million 90-quart rolling coolers due to risks of fingertip amputation and crushing.
The Guardian enters a licensing agreement with OpenAI, the creator of ChatGPT. A YouTube channel focused on true crime has been taken down due to the use of AI-generated narratives. Firecrawl, a Y Combinator startup, is advertising a position for an AI agent with an annual salary of $15,000.
EU reduces technology regulations to encourage AI investment, according to the digital chief. Axios indicates that confidence in AI is significantly greater in China compared to the United States. IA declares that the increase in worldwide electricity demand is expected to speed up in the near future due to the expansion of energy-intensive sectors.
ESPN is reportedly ending its coverage of Formula One. The Democratic Republic of Congo has requested that the NBA, F1, and soccer teams terminate their agreements with Rwanda. Tether has announced that it has acquired a stake in Juventus Football Club. White South Africans demonstrate against laws they perceive as racist and express gratitude to Trump for his backing. In the United States, Naval Academy instructors are instructed to steer clear of divisive concepts such as systemic racism. Additionally, a climate organization that advocated for free Palestine has been deprived of federal funding.
Number 1 hit and more. YouTube music charts. Global top songs from January 31st to February 6th, 2025. APT features Rose and Bruno Mars. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars collaborate on Die with a Smile. Madhubanti Bagshi and Divya present AJ Ki Rat. Tunak Tunak Sun is performed by Buji Ki Bane. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global, spanning from the Friday, January 31st to the Thursday, February 6th, 2025. Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. DTMF by Bad Bunny, APT. By Rose and Bruno Mars, and Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish.
Nintendo US digital top sellers starting February 12, 2025. Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Poppy Playtime, Chapter 1 Minecraft. Steam's most popular games. Discover the globally top-selling and top-played titles on Steam. Based on the top 100 revenue products list, for the period from Tuesday, February 4, 2025, to Tuesday, February 11, 2025. Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2, Counter-Strike 2, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Monster Hunter Wilds, PUBG Battlegrounds, Marvel Rivals.
CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA collaborates with ASD's ACSC, CCCS, NCSC UK, and various international and US entities to issue guidance on edge devices.
One more drop in the AI ocean. Zifra's Zonos version 0.1 hybrid. Zonos version 0.1 stands out as a top open-weight text-to-speech model, trained on over 200,000 hours of diverse multilingual speech. It matches or exceeds the expressiveness and quality of leading TTS providers. With a speaker embedding or audio prefix, the model generates highly natural speech from text prompts. It can also accurately clone speech from a reference clip that is just a few seconds long. The conditioning setup allows for precise control over speaking rate, pitch variation, audio quality, and emotions like happiness, fear, sadness, and anger. The model outputs speech at its native sampling rate of 44 kHz.